Alright, this is going to be part 2 of the Asian DVD collection. This is going to be Hong Kong Japanese. I'm not going to have any of the J-horror or my Korean movies in this. I might do another video at a later date of that with my Blu-rays as well. Well, first I think I showed this in the last video, Winners and Sinners. I think I showed that, so you know that was a good film. Hard-boiled, big fan of John Woo. One of his, oh god, if not his best. Not my favourite John Woo film, but definitely probably second favourite. It's absolutely unbelievable. It's a brilliant film. The Killer, another amazing Woo film. Chow Yun-fat, you can't go wrong with Chow Yun-fat. Like, he had just a absolute golden run from Better Tomorrow to kind of this. This is kind of some of the films I'll pick out. Bloody Brotherhood. This film has an amazing ending. Yeah, I'd really recommend that one. One I wouldn't recommend, which is a real big disappointment, is The Imp. This is a kind of Hong Kong horror. Not very good, pretty poor. People's Hero, T Lung. Good film. Kind of got some kind of Dog Day Afternoon type elements to it. It's a good one. T Lung is one of those actors, whenever he's in a film, I can't help but love him. We're Gonna Eat You. I think Norman Chu is in this one. Cannibals on an Island. Sounds better than it actually is. It's really not that good. This is Dragon Family. This is awesome. This is a really good one. Norman Chu's in this as well. Awesome. Massacre at a Funeral in this. This is a really good film. Really recommend that one. Last Blood. Yes, again, I think this has got a good ending. He's from Hong Kong Godfather, I think. Yes, this does have a good ending. It's just the ending on the motorway kind of bypass. I think it is. Again, there's a lot of these films here that, you know, a lot of endings are great. Sometimes I'm just trying to remember them all. Thundering Mantis with Beardy. This is absolutely awesome. The print on this is fucking atrocious though. Awesome fight at the end with a guy out of Hero Shed No Tears. I'm not sure of his name. Beardy goes absolutely nuts in this. It's amazing to think he wasn't actually a martial artist. You know, he was just amazing at mimicry. The ending is just something to behold. I can't stress to you how good the ending is. Enter the Dragon got this on Blu-ray as well. I'll definitely be getting the upgrade when I can. Probably getting Shout Factory box set of the other Lee films. Have done a great job on it. Enter the Dragon is just one of the best. Apart from, of course, John Saxon killing Bolo. We all hated that. I wanted Bolo just to tear him apart, to be honest with you. Powerful 4. Disappointing. Cheap, I got it for, but it was very disappointing. Hero Tomorrow, which is fucking awesome. It's a really good ending as well. Most of these films, sometimes, you know, might have kind of a shoddy kind of middle, but they always kind of bring it to by the ending. This is next up. It's got a mini hard box of Shatter, T Lung and Stuart Whitman and Peter Cushing's A Joint Hammer, Shaw Brothers Fair, which is only really good for excellent use of dummies going out of a window at the end. Apart from that, it was pretty goddamn awful. Ebola Syndrome of Anthony Wong just go around like a maniac. This is my favourite kind of Wong performance. I know some people would say Untold Story, but he's phenomenal in this. This is just absolutely just hilarious, just over the top. It's fantastic. Chinese Torture Chamber, Chinese Torture Chamber Story. I think it's Chinese Torture Story. This is good. It's okay. It goes a bit wayward near the end. There's some kind of weird elements to it, but it's pretty good. This is Taxi Hunter, Anthony Wong. Anthony Wong's pregnant wife gets killed by a taxi driver and he goes after them. Again, the two films there are better films. It's such a shame. It had some good elements to it, especially the ending when all the taxi drivers are kind of, you think they're going to beat Anthony Wong to death, but well, they don't. But that probably would have been a better ending. It kind of goes a bit wayward, which is a real shame. Bullet in the Head. This is just incredible film. You haven't seen it. Real kind of emotional film as well. Again, you know, Woo. I mean, see, the thing is, with John Woo, like, when I see kind of some people saying about like, oh God, John Woo's best film and they say Face Off, I just gotta laugh, because I know everyone's entitled to opinion, but you know, watch his Hong Kong stuff, you know, you won't. I mean, I don't know how people can say Face Off compared to some of his other stuff. This is Crime Story, Jackie Chan, amazing film. What we got here? Eastern Condors with Sammo Hung, and I think there's a bit of actual cruelty. I'm sure a real snake gets killed in this, but save that, it's a bloody good, it's a brilliant film. The fight at the end is absolutely fantastic. It's a really, really good film. Kind of like a Wild Geese type thing. It's really, really good. Right, we got Long Arm of the Law. Really kind of gritty film. Some real good violence in it. It's a really, really good one. I remember there's an excellent shotgun blast in that. God, your arm hurts doing this, and it's hot as hell. I'm normally outside here, but this is really boiling in here. Right, it's Long Arm of the Law 2. Again, that was a good. Yeah, this is a really good one as well. Not much to story compared to the first one, but still very good. Donnie Yen and Simon Yam and Tiger Cage. The ending's a bit wayward, but there's some absolutely amazing violence in this. It's yeah, I've seen that guy a fair bit in a lot of films. It's a good one. Right, just rest my shoulder slightly. I'm going to try to go things a bit quicker. Beast Cops, Anthony Wong, good film, great ending. Big Boss, classic Lee. Really like Big Boss. Fist of Fury, probably my second favourite kind of Lee film. Flaming Brothers, Chow Yun Fat. This is a brilliant, fantastic ending as well. Really, really good one. It's one of Chow Yun Fat's kind of probably lesser talked about films, but he's absolutely brilliant in it. One of my favourite Chow Yun Fat films coming up. Full Contact. I think it's Simon Yam the baddie in this one. Absolutely amazing last line in this film. Is it Simon Yam? Yeah, it is Simon Yam and Anthony Wong. I totally forgot Anthony Wong was in this. Yeah. Heart of the Dragon, Jackie Chan. I'm trying to remember which this is about. Is this the one? Yeah, this is Sammo Hung plays his disabled brother. Absolutely amazing stunt at the end of this, well worth seeing. This is an early Woo one, but a real favourite of mine. This is Hero Shed No Tears. Some amazing violence. Is he in Thailand in this, or is he in Vietnam? I think he's in Vietnam. Real good film. Really worth seeing. Iron on Fire. This one's got a fair number of extras, well, loads of deleted footage. Definitely got some Wild Geese elements to this, particularly the ending. Sammo Hung, Andy Lau, Jackie Chan. Really, really good one. Iron on Fire. I'd really recommend that. Story of Ricky. Just got to be seen to be believed. Just amazing violence and gore. Just fantastic. Tiger on the Beat, Chow Yun Fat. Awesome. Some good extras as well. Conan Lee, Gordon Liu. I can't remember, is Norman Chu in this one as well? Not too sure, but this is an amazing film. Right, let's go towards the bottom. My shoulder won't be as sore now. Right, we have Infernal Affairs 1. Look, the Infernal Affairs trilogy, which I got here, I got them on Blu-ray as well. I'll probably show the Blu-rays at a later date, as I said. You can't go wrong with them. They're brilliant. You know, look, you know, I love The Departed as well. I'm not going to say, oh, I hate kind of Americanised remakes. Departed is a damn good film, but I prefer like Infernal Affairs, you know. But you know, that's not a rundown because I really enjoyed. I thought Scorsese did a great job. This is a Grindhouse double feature. Sonny, Chiba, Dragon Princess, and Karate Warriors. They're all right, but they're not kind of. They're not as good as some Chiba movies. Bodyguard, now that's a good one. Sister Street Fighter's pretty crap. Samurai Banners. No, this is set during the Sengoku period in Japan. Takeda versus. Oh, which battle is this? This is one of those 7 battles. I'm normally quite good at my kind of Sengoku period in Japan. Takeda's versus. Is he against the Wasugi? Which is the battle? It's not Sengikahara, that's later. Oh god, it's a series of battles. I'm normally really good, but I think with the heat, it's just draining me completely. I'll probably come to me a bit later on. It's kind of annoying me actually. I normally kind of know a lot of my battles. Like. This is Bandits vs Samurai Squadron. This is a really good one. I picked this up fairly cheap. I picked this up from DDD House a few years ago. not a few years ago, a few months back. Yeah, it's a good one. GI Samurai, Sonny Chiba goes back in time to the Age of the Fusion States and Sengoku period in Japan. It's awesome, such a good film. Really enjoy that one. Oh, right. Run and Kill, really nasty Category 3 film. Really, I mean, it kind of just goes overboard. This one guy just literally has his life just unravelled by Simon Yam. I presume his name is Kent Cheng. He's a big kind of dude. You'd recognise him if you saw him. Been in a lot of Hong Kong films. I mean, some of the shit that happens to his mother and daughter in this is really, it's really fucking harsh. I gotta say, it took me quite by surprise. We got here Shogun sadism. Really enjoy this film. Some awesome gore in the first part. Second part is actually more sadistic with the abortions and stuff. Really, Christ, when some woman's, I'm sure this is the film where some woman's pregnant and she's screaming and just guys are just happy, just kicking in the stomach, kind of really. It's not as violent the second part, but it's definitely more disturbing. Dr. Lamb. This is the XT video release. You know, it's one of those ones I was really disappointed. Dr. Lamb. Don't ask me why. I just never really liked it. It's a real shame, man. I really expected better. This is Men Beyond the Sun box set. This is about Unit 731. In the Sino-Japanese War, which is, around the same time as World War II, which occurred a few years before. It's basically their biological division, and they use it to test on Chinese and Manchurians and also Russian kind of prisoners. First part, again, I think if you're worried about kind of animal cruelty, the cat does not die in the film. The director came out and spoke that the cat was, I think it was dripped with honey and sugar, and I think the rats licked some of the sugar off. Then they replaced the other cat and they threw in a kind of robotic cat for the rats. Part 2 is basically, is it a remake of the first or the third one? I can't remember. I think I really like the second one. The third one I don't remember as much. The fourth one, Nanking Massacre, that is very entertaining, to be fair. That's really kind of dangerous. Now, I'd open it up. It's got the postcards in this, but I don't want to be flagged because some of the images are pretty kind of horrific. But this is, honestly, this set is one of my favourite sets. I absolutely love that cover. They're really good films. I mean, in the first one, the scene when the baby's crying and it takes up the mother and they just throw it in the snow, and like the colonel just kind of kicks snow over it. Really kind of deranged. This is Guinea Pig box set. The Guinea Pig, as I said, I'm not going to show like the horror. This is mainly kind of the exploitation kind of films. I'll go into some of the others, but the Guinea Pig films are well worth seeing. I mean, some people might not like them, but I enjoyed them. This is the Untold Story box set. This is limited to, I think, 3,000, or is it 2,000? I think it's 3,000. It's Anthony Wong. Just it's a great set. It's a great film. Right, sorry, it's really is hot in here. Lone Wolf and Cub box set. Comes with Shogun Assassin. I don't know why you watch Shogun Assassin when you can watch, like, the others kind of in their full kind of glory. Like, lovely kind of slimline cases. Honestly, I think this is my favourite box set in my collection. I absolutely love the Lone Wolf and Cub films. I can't recommend them enough. Really watch them. They're phenomenal. I won't get the Blu-rays because I hear the quality of the transfer's not so good on them, and I prefer them. I think it deserves a box set treatment. It's too good to be like a standard kind of Amaray. Just Hanzo, the Razor. Again, if people were wondering, these two were kind of Lone Wolf and Hanzo. In real life they were brothers. Really great actors, great film as well. Like the Hanzo films, obviously they're not as strong as the Lone Wolf, but they're phenomenally good. Now, Mikagami trilogy. This is I think this box is out of print now, but you can still occasionally get it for an alright price. Sure Harada, Mikagami. He's a Ronin samurai without a lord, and just gets constant abuse, and he eventually falls foul of this local clan. I think they mutilate him. He mutilates his own hand. They damage him quite badly. Then they slaughter his family, and then he just goes on the warpath. One of my favourite scenes is when there's a lot of favourite scenes in this, but I mean, there's so much bloodletting. In fact, I won't say my favourite sort of scenes because I don't want to spoil it. But the first two are fantastic. The ending when that small clan in the second one are like really outnumbered and they expect Mikagami to go against them and he joins them. It's great. The third one, you could tell the third one was almost like a sort of a middle film. I think they planned more of this in the Lone Wolf vein. Third one's good, but it's not a good ending. But they're really, really good. Dead or Alive, Takeshi Miike, amazing films. The first one, the ending of the first film just blows my mind. I just absolutely love it. Takeshi Kitano, or Beat Takeshi now. Definitely looking towards Outrage 2. I want to get that when it comes out. Some of the films aren't for everybody. I mean, my favourite film on this is Violent Cop. I've seen it at the beginning in the bedroom when that kid comes back after beating well, I don't know if he beats the tramp to death or beats him into a coma, but Takeshi Kitano just going into his house, just absolutely just laying the smack down on him while his mother's downstairs. It's absolutely awesome. This is another triple pack of Chiba films. We've got Killing Machine, The Executioner, which is great, and Infernal, Executioner 2. I think I've seen Killing Machine. Again, I haven't seen a lot of these films for a long time now. Which films I did watch again recently as well, Sonny Chiba box set of a Street Fighter. These are absolutely brilliant films. You can't go wrong. Just a great blend of kind of humour and violence. They're fantastic. Let's try to get through this kind of quickly. I'm trying to finish this off now. Yakuza Papers, mate Gavin, Lord Juggalo, helped me get this really fantastic release. You know, it was really hard to get, and I really thank him for getting it. Set during kind of the rise of kind of Yakuza gang in post World War II Japan. It's really good, and it kind of goes through all the 60s and 70s. Very good. Sonny Chiba's got a small role in that. Jackie Chan Police Story. This is amazing release and of some just amazing films. Jackie Chan stunt work in these films are just phenomenal. It's great title track as well. Good music to it as well. This is a Fortune Star release, Sammo Hung box set. You got Spooky Encounters, Magnificent Butcher, and Knockabout. Knockabout's good. You got Beardy in that because Beardy was trained by Sammo Hung. Because I think Sammo Hung said about Beardy being excellent at mimicry, but it's worth it for Magnificent Butcher. Magnificent Butcher is just brilliant, and for some reason they use in the final fight the animated music from the Lord of the Rings film. Don't ask me why, I have no idea, but I like that as well, so it kind of brought some kind of nostalgia to it. Better Tomorrow, again, this is one of my favourite kind of box sets. The third one's a piece of shit, just avoid that at all costs. 1 is absolutely fantastic. 2 is my favourite. I think it has just one of the finest shootouts, just finest endings of any film. Absolutely love it. This is the On Fire box set, Ring of Lamb. Really, now, yeah, I'm trying to think. Now, Prison on Fire, the first Prison on Fire is my favourite of the film. The second one is good. See, On Fire I've never really been a massive fan of, but it's still a lovely box set. This is The Brave Archer from Shaw Brothers. I haven't had a chance to get around to watch these yet. As I said, there's still a small... I'm trying to get through them. I'm chipping away at all of them. This is The One-Armed Swordsman. With Jimmy Wang Yu. David Chang takes over in the third one. Now, the third one is actually my favourite. T Long turns up in that as well, but they're really, really good films. The second one is probably Jimmy Wang Yu's strongest performance in that particular film. It's really good. Now, this is one of my favourites. This is The Bastard Swordsman, Norman Chu. Small little box set of it. The first one's amazing. The second one's brilliant as well, but the ending's a bit of a disappointment. Chen Quan Tai turns up in that as well. And Lo Lei. This is a really good box set. It cost me a fair bit. I've been wanting to get that for a real while. It cost me more than it probably should have, but I'm really happy to get it. And the last one on this set, this is it's a Shaw Brothers box set. Really, really happy to have this. I mean, it comes with some great movies. Let me move my thumb there. We've got 8th Diagram Pole Fight, which is just phenomenal, just so good. 5 Shaolin Masters, good film as well. 36 Chamber Shaolin, which is just a masterpiece. Sarp's of 36 Chamber, Shaolin Temple, which is great. Returning to 36 Chamber, Martial Arts of Shaolin, Executes from Shaolin. There's one that's disappointing on there with Shen Quan Tai. which one is it? Yes, it's that. I think it's Excuse from Shaolin. That's a bit of a disappointment, but you know, most of the others are great. I mean, it's a really good box set to start off on if you want to get into Shaw Brothers films, which I'm a real big fan of. You know, you really get your money's worth here. It's it's a phenomenal box set. Look at that. It's really, I love all the box sets. Yeah, it's really good. So yeah, that's the end of this. I'm just absolutely sweating buckets here. So yeah, thanks for watching the videos. I'll be back with another update soon, and I might be doing a big kind of Criterion update as well in a few weeks. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll be back with another video in a few weeks. Yeah, any questions about the releases as well? Yeah, good sites to pick up on. You got your Yo-Yo, DDD House. That's what I use the most. Particularly DDD House. They do some great deals. You know, I think you really get the price. And then you got eBay as well. But the DDD House is a good place to start if you want to start building up like Shaw Brothers films and your Fortune Stars and stuff. And they've got good price on the box sets. I think they used to anyway. Don't quote me on that. So yeah, and that's the end of the video, and thanks for watching.